Welcome back. You're watching All Angles, and Higher Education Minister Nzimande and Police Minister Bheki Cele are expected to assess the situation at Hare University after attacks on staff and those associated with the institution. Now, their visit comes just days after the murder of Cele, who's the Executive Protection Officer to Vice-Chancellor Cele. Reporter Ronald Masinda is following the story and joins us now for the very latest. A very good morning to you, Ronald Masinda. The exact purpose of the visit by the two ministers, we do know that they want to get a sense of the reason that we are seeing these targets at people associated with the institution, but ultimately they should also be looking to find some kind of solution so that this never happens again.
Indeed, Rofewa, and that will be part of today's discussions. The consultation has started here at the University of Hare. Minister Nzimande with the stakeholders and other education authorities are in that meeting. We also saw the Minister in the Presidency, Mondli Umbela, who's also here present. But the notable absentee is the university's Management Executive Committee. Now, in a press release that was issued by them, they say that this is a period of mourning and that they are using this time to provide support for colleagues of the slain bodyguard. What we also understand is that there are concerns raised for the Management Executive Committee with regards to security detail here on campus. Now, for more, I am joined by the SRC President. Thank you so much, Spokazi, for your time. Now, just based on this press release that was issued by the university, is this in the best interest to have the top brass absent?
Thank you, and very good morning to you, sir. I don't think this should be a very huge problem. Their absence should mean that they are really in need of protection. The VC did allude that they need protection. So for them not to come here, it's very understandable to me, because he needs to be protected, because his perpetrator has not yet been arrested. So he needs to be given assurance that he will be protected. So his absence to me is understandable. Yes.
All right. The press release also going on to say that they are open to engaging with the ministers next week. But in terms of the situation here, how bad is it?
The situation is very bad because we've been experiencing shootings and we really don't know what is the motive behind it. So it also raises concerns to us as students too, because we don't know what is the motive behind this and we are not sure of our safety too. So it's really a sad situation. It's very bad. We want we want the president, we want the Minister of Police to create a safe space for us as the institution, especially the Vice-Chancellor, since we have seen that he might be the main target in this whole situation.
He has been a person who has been lauded for what he's done in the university, the turnaround strategy, and also rooting out corruption. What more do we know about the Vice-Chancellor?
Can you please rephrase your question?
What else can you say, is behind these shootings in terms of what has the Vice-Chancellor done correctly that has perhaps angered those who want him dead?
For me, it's very difficult to comment on that, given the fact that even the perpetrator that was behind the shooting has not been arrested. So I don't know if I'm in a good position to even comment on that, because I'm also aware of my safety, because I do not know. But I've had assumptions that maybe it's people who are anti the project of Decade of Renewal and other stuff. But I don't want to involve myself in those assumptions until the perpetrator is arrested and exactly tell us the motive, what was behind, why did he want to assassinate the VC.
All right, you've been recently appointed as SRC President, but have you had the time as students to discuss these issues with management?
No, we have not have enough time, because we just got into office in November. December, then the institution closed, and then we just got back and this thing happened. So we did not have enough time to have such engagements.
Just lastly, the police minister is also expected to be here to be briefing the media as to their own meeting. What are you hoping? What will you contribute to these engagements?
I think that the only thing that we need now as the institution is the assurance that we will get a safe space, because that is what we want. This is the institution of higher learning. We want our Vice-Chancellor physical on campus. We want him to interact with us, but it will be very difficult for us to do that when you have hitmen running around him.
All right. Do you have anything to add, ma'am?
I want to plead with the President together with the Minister of Police to actually look closely into what is actually happening here, the assassinations, the attempts, and I want them to actually arrest the first perpetrators who killed the manager of transport in East London. Thank you.
Thank you very much indeed. Well, those calls have also been reiterated by the Vice-Chancellor, calling on the President to intervene. We are hoping to hear from Minister Bheki Cele. We do understand that he's currently in Zolicha, where he is in his own consultation with the police here in the Eastern Cape.
Yeah, and obviously the implementations that will need to be put in place are to ensure not only the safety of the executive of the university, Ronald, but that of the students there as well. You've just heard the SRC president saying that she also fears for her life, which I can imagine would be the feeling of many there. Thank you very much for that update. That is Ronald Masinda out at Fort Hare University following developments around the assassination attempt on the Vice-Chancellor there.